So on behalf of the City of St. Louis and Mayor Tishaura Jones, we certainly congratulate you on 40 years, and to our awardees, we thank you for all your service that you've given to this community and to our region. Thank you.
Thank you for letting me join here tonight. It's an honor to be here to highlight the impressive contributions made by two passionate leaders. First, I'd like to recognize Gabriela Ramirez-Mariano, who has brought together her energy and talents to serve the Hispanic Latino community and advocate for small business, economic development, and language access. Her long list of accomplishments is listed in our proclamation. I know that you all are familiar with some of them, and I encourage you to get to know her if you don't already, which is highly unlikely. But because of her accomplishments and the things we've outlined here, it's really no surprise that she is the recipient of the 2023 Anthony B. Ramirez Premio Esperanza Award. And it's an honor to proclaim Gabriela Ramirez-Mariano Day today, September 29, in St. Louis County. So please recognize. So, in addition to Gabrielle, I'd like to talk a little bit about Jose Gomez and his unwavering dedication and commitment to our community. He began his career 13 years ago as a concrete laborer, working as a construction craft laborer, and over the years, he progressed to auditor of the Union Business Agent and now Vice President. A long list of accomplishments and advocacy for laborers, for immigrants, new Americans to our country, coming off the HLG visa program, certainly prime candidates for unfair treatment. Jose has worked to organize, to repatriate lost wages, make sure that prevailing wage was paid, people were treated fairly, had fair health benefits, had a real retirement pension. And because of his work, of course, we are recognizing him as the 2023 Anthony B. Ramirez Premio Esperanza Award. And as well, I would also like to recognize September 29th in St. Louis County as Jose Gomez Day. I'd like to work with you whenever there's a possibility. Just let us know. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Mitchell and Dr. Page. We are honored to have several distinguished guests with us tonight. We kindly request that you hold your applause until the end of our introductions. The St. Louis County Prosecuting Attorney, Wesley Bell. The City of Ferguson, Mayor Ella Jones. The City of Florissant, Mayor Tim Lowry. And now I want to recognize our state elected officials in the room. Missouri Senator Angela Mosley, Missouri Representative Jay Mosley, Missouri Representative Dale Taylor, and the city officials here with us today, starting with the 6th Ward, St. Louis City Alderwoman Daniela Velasquez. We also want to recognize other civil servants who are with us tonight. The Regional Director of the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Joseph Palm. The Regional Director, Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, David Davis. The St. Louis City Chief Equity and Inclusion Officer, Dr. Vernon Mitchell. The Executive Director of Human Rights Commission, Dr. Alyssa Warren. Chief of the Office of Minority Health and Health Equity, Angel Surgeon. Missouri Highway Patrol Assistant Director of Recruiting and Outreach, Lieutenant Alexander Vivas. We also have university officials. Forest Park Community College Campus President and Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Julie Ficas. Forest Park Community College Executive Director of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, Dr. Dondre Braddix. Lincoln University Regional Coordinator, Marla Moore Collins. And our friends at Webster University. Now of course, we also want to thank all community partners, business, religious and labor leaders, as well as all that supporting the HLG, and who have been supporting the organization for the last 40 years. Thank you for your continued support.
Since this event was created by the Hispanic Leaders Group, I would like to recognize the current board members that have contributed and provided support to this event. At this time, we would like all HLG board members present to please stand and be recognized. Thank you for your service.
Good evening, just delighted to see so many of our friends and just the room and the environment and just the warmth is very, very touching. I want you to know that the Esperanza committee worked together hard and with great dedication, because we truly believe that all of you are worth it. And I would like to have the committee members to please stand and be recognized. Esmeralda Arroyo, here we are. Our beautiful lady, Vice Chair Yvonne Bullinger. You know, this other lady that I'm going to call is a little bit old. She has been with us for 23 years. Our dear, dear friend and Marta Castellanos. Long-time volunteer and board member and also dedicated worker, Elena Garcia Kennedy. And we cannot be without this gentleman and dear friend that does the magic of IT, because some of us are technically challenged. A little bit of age factor in it, maybe. But we love this man, and he is just a dedicated person. Very busy, but always in the back burner, moving us forward. Mr. Mauricio Go. This other lady is just a passport member, a retired St. Louis Community College professional, and also a dear friend that has worked long hours. But I think we did a good job, Sandra Knight. And last but never least, Maria Jackson, our dear friend, board member. Satisfaction, and like Tony said, the Maldonados are retiring. We're old, we're working a long time, and we're going fishing.
Thank you so much, Maria Teresa Maldonado. Let us recognize our major sponsors and supporters who make this event So our guidance sponsor is anyone from the Lunar Labor Council number 110. If you're here, please stand with me. Thank you, guidance sponsor. Thank you.
HLG and a member of several other Hispanic Latino organizations in the region. And it is an honor and a privilege tonight to be here at the Premio Esperanza Awards, remembering the legacy of Trailblazer Anthony B. Ramirez. As I was deciding to run for office, I did some research. Less than 3% of elected officials across the nation are Hispanic or Latino. That's combined. That's municipal, state, federal. It's less than 3%. Now, we're 19.1% of the population. So think about that, right? And between the St. Louis City and county governments, I believe I'm the only Hispanic Latino representing our region. And across the state, both in Kansas City and the Missouri legislature, there are about 8 electeds who are Hispanic and Latino. I think I know them all, but if you know somebody I don't think I know, please let me know. And those the 8 of us represent more than 262,000 Hispanics across the state. And we know in our community that we're often undercounted and underrepresented, so that number is likely higher. And this is why your leadership is so important. When I look around the room, I see people from all different industries, all different parts of the community, serving in all different ways. I know many of you are the first or the only ones who look like you, or have a name that sounds like yours or like mine, or have a memory of a not too far distant homeland that maybe your colleagues don't. I believe we are living in the middle of a moment. Our movement is having a moment here in St. Louis. We are being seen and recognized for who we are and for what we brought to the community, and we must continue. And that's why I'm so proud tonight of Gabriela Ramirez Arellano and Jose Gomez. I've had the privilege to know them both. And what sets them apart is their commitment to bring their courage and their heritage with them each day. In their respective fields, they are trailblazers who had a vision that was beyond what was in front of them. They saw what was possible if they brought nuestra comunidad with them. And con ganas y poder, they have built something new and better than us all. Showing the world how rich our culture is and how much we belong in these places. This week and this month should encourage you to keep pushing wherever you are, whenever and wherever the haters find you. To keep moving toward progress by uniting together and uplifting our community. Thank you all.
Thank you, Daniel.
It's a good thing I don't drink because this is a great event and I would probably have 2 or 3 or maybe even more. I'm really feeling the love in this room. The Championship Award
specifically for someone that has given to the Hispanic Leaders Group organization directly. People that have dedicated hours of volunteer work, hours of administrative work, hours of board service. Board have given talent to the Hispanic Leaders Group with educational moments and seminars. Board has given great treasure to the Hispanic Leaders Group. That's where it differs from the Herencia. So I get to choose someone that I see through the year that is working to make the Hispanic Leaders Group organization better. So this year, I chose a couple that has given more than 60 years of service to this community and has given every year for 40 years to the Hispanic Leaders Group. Joe and Ivana Goldie. Please come up and receive your award. Years and years of dedicated selfless service to the organization, to the leaders that have worked this organization. You have supported all their work every single year of this organization's existence. And it really makes me proud to call you my brother and sister. Thank you so much. Well, thank you. You want to say something?
Thank you so much. And I'm very, very proud. I can't even speak because I'm so proud about this. I don't know, it's just a sign of love for all of you, but I give it back to you all. And thank you for all for coming. This is just beautiful. And we thank you for thinking of us. And all this has been a very long trip for all the road. The road has been very, very long, but it's been beautiful. Because I have met so many people here. When I came here in 1960, there was hardly only the Mexican Society had the Sociedad Mexicana de Individuos, and I got to meet them, and that's how I started. But one time I heard someone speaking Spanish, and I was so touched, I couldn't even talk. And I was trying to speak, and the words wouldn't come out. And it was from emotion, because at that time there was not many Hispanics in here, but today, look at this, it's just beautiful. And I'm very happy for all of us that we have a community in St. Louis. Thank you so much. Love you.
And now we are honored to have as our keynote speaker, Dr. Mike Gonzalez.
Well, good evening. I want to thank the Hispanic Leaders Group of Greater St. Louis for welcoming me all the way from the West Coast. It's always great to come back to St. Louis. This is home, truly home for me. This opportunity is truly an honor, and it feels wonderful to be surrounded by so many gente and to be part of my village as a Latino. First, I want to congratulate the Hispanic Leaders Group of Greater St. Louis for the last 40 wonderful years of community care, love, and advocacy. This accomplishment is illuminating the power in honoring our culture, community building, and providing hope for the future. When Maria Teresa called me a few weeks ago, which you pick up when Maria Teresa calls, to ask me to be in community with all of you to celebrate tonight, that phone call actually took me back to 2008. When I was informed that I would be one of 5 awardees to be the first to receive a scholarship under the umbrella of the Hispanic Leaders Groups of Greater St. Louis. So in 2008, I was in a room similar to this with many of you actually receiving the first scholarships for Latino students. That is that legacy that we are reminding of you. At that time, we were joined by the Puerto Rican Society and the Educational Cultural Fund at the Alliances. That night, not only did I realize how much my community cared for me, but I also witnessed how mentorship and advocacy can change one's life. Let me share a little bit more about that night many years ago. I was a first-generation Latina going for my doctorate degree in counseling at the University of Missouri, St. Louis. I'm still learning to navigate the landscape of education and mental health. A few years prior, I lost my brother, Javier, who had been instrumental in my decision to go for counseling, and I was still trying to find my strength to finish school. When I moved to St. Louis to be close to my family, especially my brother, Ernesto, I discovered that I had a much larger family with the Latino community here. And through the love and support I received was lifelong. I became more determined to finish school, not only for my family, but also for my community. On that stage, 15 years ago, which I can't believe it was 15 years ago, not only did I receive a scholarship to support my studies, but I gained a purpose. A purpose to give back to a community in a way that honors those I love and those who have given so much for me. I've had the best teachers in the world, those from our own family and community, and I've carried their gifts into my studies and career. I chose the path of mental health and mental wellness, as I also call liberation, because I believe we can cultivate spaces with one another and our communities and critically perceive our circumstances, analyze the causes of oppression, and discover new paths of action and healing. Later in life, I decided to enter academia, which was not easy, in hopes to create spaces where other Latinos and BIPOC students can learn about our own histories, write our own stories, and honor our own cultural healing practices and social justice passions while finding ways to share our cultural gifts to evolve the health profession for all communities. Throughout my career, I have drawn from our community strengths and have made sure to bring them into the spaces I co-create with others. Currently, as you heard earlier, I'm the chair of the counseling program, and I co-founded a Latin Mental Health and Social Justice Institute at my university. The Institute aims to improve academic achievement and well-being of Latino students in mental health programs, recruit and sustain Latino students, faculty, and staff, and create and honor our community and embrace Latin America's rich culture and history. Our Institute partners are community stakeholders to promote evidence-based health practices, social justice-focused service, education, training, mentorship, which is really important for our community, and research that promotes meaningful and sustainable improvements in health in culturally responsive ways. We hope that our Institute creates a rich environment for nurturing the next generation of leaders and will respond to current and emerging health and behavioral health issues facing our communities and communities of others. When I'm not busy with my university roles, I have become involved with state and regional boards that advocate for policies to foster our cultural values and address today's most pressing issues. And I learned how to get involved because of those trips to the Hispanic Capital Day, where I watched my mentors advocate for our community. So it was by watching many of you that I was able to learn how to do this work better. Throughout my career, I've always known that I had a home here with the Hispanic Leaders Group, and I've learned so much by watching and honoring the work that you've done to take a risk for our human rights and to also build bridges. You were the only people I contacted when my family and I wanted to set up a scholarship line in my brother's name. The Jose Javier Gonzalez Scholarship is awarded to a Latino student pursuing a degree in mental health. And right now in this country, we need more mental health professionals than ever, especially after the world experienced a global pandemic that left a great great number of people reporting psychological distress, symptoms of depression, anxiety, post-traumatic stress, and grief and loss. The Hispanic Leaders Group has been advocating for our community for 40 years, which reflects the community care and love of those who dedicated so much to so many. I want to thank the many who were brave to challenge the dominant narrative and ensure that our voices were heard and honored. To those who fostered community and reminded us to never forget where we come from, who created our own tables for us to pull up a chair, who found ways to celebrate our culture and educate others about who we are, who took risks to dismantle the oppressive systems, not knowing what would become of their lives, who used liberation to create change and action, and for those who believed so much in the next generation that they created and provided resources for Latinos like myself to carry on the legacy of community and hope. When I think about the power of advocacy, I think of the power of salsa dancing. Right, let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. My mother, Odette, who unfortunately wasn't able to be here tonight, but she sent her love, taught me how to dance salsa since I was a baby. Her love for dancing was a gift she passed down to me, and a gift that I know many of us in this room can really relate to. Many of us here love to dance salsa. Salsa has evolved and gone through many changes over the years, but when the music comes on, we immediately feel it in our bodies and in our soul. We are present in the moment with one another when we dance salsa. We dance in a rhythm of trust. Each step we take tells a story about who we are, where we come from, and even where we want to go. It embraces the most sacred depths of our soul, while allowing us to create a collective experience of passion and illuminate our cultural pride and power. It can be a timeless interpretation of our strengths and a celebration of our resilience. Salsa evokes feelings in anyone that comes from Latin America. It means energy, it means community, it means home. Like salsa, advocacy and leadership are other forms of resilience that we do well. Leadership is a form of community connection when we lead beside one another and advocate together. And these are forms of empathy, which we really talk about, especially in mental health, which allows opportunities for deeper connections. These connections allow us to co-create our lives, to transform, to evolve, to heal, to learn, to take risks, to be vulnerable, and to love. By getting involved with leadership and service, we become witnesses to each other's lives. We see the world through each other's eyes, and that's how peace begins. It's up to us how we make that happen. Empathy is a quality of character that can change the world. So let's use the next 40 years to carry on this love. Let's use our cultural gifts to transform our communities, celebrate our stories, lift up the next generation, and honor those who dance the nights away. Tonight, let's honor one another for who we are and the passions we bring to this world. We have a lot to be proud of. We are Latinos and we are powerful. So let's continue the dance to the harmony of liberation, leadership, advocacy, and our future. Thank you so much for allowing me to learn from so many of you, showing me empathy, and creating a community that I'm very proud of. Tonight, let's celebrate 40 years of community love, but also the anniversary of Hispanic Leaders Group of Greater St. Louis. Thank you so much.
The Anthony B. Ramirez Premio Esperanza Hope Award was established by the Hispanic Leaders Group of Greater St. Louis in 2003 under the initiative of Anthony B. Ramirez. Initially named Premio Esperanza, its name was changed in 2010 in posthumous honor of Anthony B. Ramirez, founder of the Hispanic Leaders Group and creator of the award. The purpose of the Esperanza Award is to acknowledge individuals that have contributed significantly to the Hispanic community in such fields as business, community service, health, social welfare and housing, culture, the arts, education, human rights, or public affairs. This year is a very special one, not only because we celebrate our 40th anniversary, hoorah, but because we have two awardees for the Hispanic Leaders Group. Please come to the podium to present this year's winners with their awards.
Ladies and gentlemen, now we present the Premio Esperanza to Gabriela Ramirez Arellano, please come up, and Jose Gomez, please come up. Governor Parson's address to Jose Gomez and to Gabriela Ramirez Arellano. Ladies first. Dear Gabriela Ramirez Arellano, I would like to personally congratulate you on being a recipient of the 2023 Anthony Ramirez Premio Esperanza Award. Since your return to St. Louis in 2016, your work has benefited a countless number of individuals and serves as a beacon of light within both the Hispanic community and the entire state of Missouri. From business development and accessibility to providing for those in need during difficult times, your resolve and dedication is greatly appreciated. I hope that you may accept this award knowing that you have made an extraordinary contribution to our state. Again, congratulations on the award, and I wish you the best in all your future endeavors. Signed, Dear Jose R. Gomez, I would like to personally congratulate you on being a recipient of the 2023 Anthony Ramirez Premio Esperanza Award. The Hispanic community is critical to the success and exceptional diversity of the state of Missouri, and your dedication to the advancement of that community is commendable. It is clear that the lessons your parents taught you shine through to this day as you continue to work for the benefit of others. I hope that you accept this award knowing that you have made an extraordinary contribution to our state. Again, congratulations on the award, and I wish you the best to you and your family. Michael L. Parson, Governor, State of Missouri.
How deeply honored I am and humbled to stand before you tonight and to receive this recognition as we gather to celebrate the incredible achievements of the vibrant St. Louis community and 40 years of the Hispanic Leaders Group. I want to thank my family and my husband who smile and nod even when they don't understand why I'm not home, why I'm in a meeting, or what I'm doing as I try to change the world. But still, they excuse my absences and give me grace. Thank you. have contributed in one way or another to my being here today. Gracias. Leaders come in all forms. Parents, teachers, entrepreneurs, political leaders, and students. Leaders can also be community activists, executives, educators, and friends. Leaders are those who are committed to inspire and impact, and not to impress. They make you want to tiptoe a little bit. They make you want to stand a little taller. A leader is someone who disrupts the status quo for what's possible in the future. It's someone who's willing to not always be popular, but always be on point and always be on purpose. Do we have any leaders in the house tonight? So let me ask you this. Are you still waiting for all the skill sets to show up? Well, it's time to level up. And it's not enough to talk about or to post about it. We, you, me, we need to show up consistently. I also want to thank Carlos Ramirez and Gilberto Pinela, because they have shown me what leadership is and can be. And even when they regañan me, which they do, they hold me accountable. And that's one of the blessings that these two individuals provide for me. Because I mess up. You might not see it, you might not hear it, it might not be on Facebook, but I can always count on Carlos Ramirez and Gilberto Pinela to lead me back to where I need to be. Thank you. Joining us tonight, thank you for giving me hope. I'm going to borrow a theme from our friends at the International Institute, Ubuntu. I am because we are. Thank you very much.
I'm going to be brief. We need that party to start dancing here soon. I just want to thank all of you for being here today. The Hispanic Leaders Group for their dedication to the community. Mayor of the City of St. Louis, Tishaura Jones. Alderman Daniela Velasquez for her support. And all elected officials here in the room tonight. County Executive Sam Page. The president of the Central Labor Council, AFL-CIO, Pat Mike. Thank you, Pat, for being here. And also the Labor's International Union Local 110 Executive Board. Please stand up and be recognized. Those are the men who stand behind me, and without them, without their support, none of this happens. So thank you again. I also want to thank the Labor Council for Latin American Advancement Executive Board. Thank you for being here tonight. Paco, Mario's not here, but thank you. I also want to thank La Isla Local 120, Jesse, Local 120. Vice President, who came from Indiana to be here with us tonight. Thank you, Jesse, for coming out. And thank you to the I also want to congratulate Gabriela Ramirez for her award. Thank you very much. And I just want to thank you all for being here today with us to celebrate. Have a great night, and thank you again.
Congratulations on being the 2023 Premio Esperanza awardees.